What's going on, everybody? Welcome to A Millennial Mindset. I am your host, Keith. Today, we're going to be tuning into my second branch of content, the Millennial Method. I've been working professionally with students for the last 10 years and have built my reputation on being somebody that is compassionate, supportive, and really, honestly, just a good time. I know that many of you who are teachers or counselors may be feeling a lot of the frustration that I have been feeling as of late. You go on TikTok and YouTube, you see plenty of videos of teachers and other professionals being super unmotivated and disheartened by the student population of today. And I'm here to tell y'all something. These kids are weird. I said it. They're weird. Surprise, it's out of the bag. We need to be conscious of ourselves and we need to reflect on this current status of society. I kind of ran into a bit of unmotivation last year with my current caseload of students because I just feel like my efforts are in vain. And I know that a lot of you may be feeling that same way. You feel like, hey, man, I'm working this hard ass job, damn near babysitting people for minimum dollars, for minimum respect. Administration doesn't support me. These kids don't appreciate me. Why the hell am I doing this? Just know I feel you. I don't disagree. And I'm sure that there are thousands of people across this country and probably across the world that feel the exact same way. We are people who grew up understanding that education is important, understanding that there are people out there that dedicate their lives in helping other humans grow. This thing is not about a paycheck. One thing my mentors told me was, yo, bro, if you in this for the bread, you in the wrong path. I'm going to keep it a milli with y'all. I didn't see another path for me. I love this. And I just understand that the students of today need us more than ever. There are people who protect this country, people who manage the infrastructure of this nation, people who provide art and music and just entertainment to the world. Then you got the people like us here in Millennial Method who have found our calling in helping others, giving ourselves to the cause of education and development. For many of us who have entered into education, got our undergrad and master's degree, I know that a lot of the information that we gained was in textbooks. I'm gonna let y'all know that type of stuff doesn't work today. And modern problems require modern solutions. I'm gonna teach y'all today the Millennial Method to teaching and counseling the students of today. Let's start off with rule number 1. The most important thing for you to remember when you are working with young individuals, it's not about you. It just isn't. We need to really truly reflect on ourselves and figure out why we have chosen this path and why we continue to go through what we go through. Money is always going to be a thing. We need a job. Boo-hoo, we'll get over that. But if you've decided to weather the storm and take on this task of today, that's because you truly feel it in your heart, or you have no other options. But if you're watching this, it's the former. Not everybody who's in the field of helping people are good people. And maybe you need to reflect on yourself. I'm not saying you have to be a good person, but I'm saying you have to care. You have to give some sort of empathy. If you're somebody that's just going to work every day and you're clearly miserable and you're upset with the system is the system. There are people who have been fighting this battle for years, trying to get us in a better position, trying to get us better wages. God bless the unions and not-for-profits and everything. There are people who have been fighting this fight for our people in a long time. But if you're here, then you better give a semblance of a fuck. There needs to be a microcosm of it. Because at the end of the day, you cannot hide who you are. You cannot fool these students. These kids today are sharp. I'm going to bring down the veil. You are not as discreet as you think you are. For my millennials, this is not back then when we didn't really have the scoop on our teachers. Social media exists. These kids do crazy FBI work to find anything. You think they're not looking you up? You think that you're immune to scrutiny, to criticism? Absolutely not. And these students are going to find it. So that leaves us with two things. Either A, you own who you are, or B, hide who you are better. No in between. It's not about you. I get that you joined this field because you love to help and because you want to help the youth prosper. I'm with you. But you need to look in the mirror sometimes and see if you going that extra mile is for you or if it's for the student. Not all these students want to be saved. Many of them are not ready to receive your advice. They're not ready to receive your love. And you need to be aware of that because the worst thing that can happen to you is that you burn out. I've been there. Many of us listening have been there. When you burn out, you're not useful to anyone. You're not useful to yourself. You're not useful to your significant other. And most importantly, you are not useful towards your student. You have to give them what you can give them. And if you don't even want to be near them, then you're really not helpful. And then you're going to wonder why they treat you the way that they do. The next point, you need to understand that students are going to grow on their timing. They are not going to grow when you want them to, period. So the best thing for you to understand as an educator, teacher, etc., anything in this field when you're working with young people is that they are going to come around when they are ready. They're going to come around when they need you. They're not going to come around when you need them. These students are not your friends. If you try to press the issue and try to push them in a direction that they're not quite ready for, it can really land poorly for them. You need to understand something extremely crucial. Being reliable is much more important than being liked. I had a student one time. I managed to motivate her to follow a passion that required for her to be more social. She was nervous. She got the job opportunity. She was going to lock it in. Shit was sweet. It was cool. And so she goes, "Hey, Keith, can I meet with you to talk to you about something?" I was like, "Of course, come on in." And she told me, "I don't know if I could really do this. I don't know if I'm really cut out for this job. I don't know if I'm the best fit. You're one of the most sought out people here in the school. So I want to know what is it that you do that allows for people to gravitate to you and how do you assist them?" And I told her, the reason that people come to me is not because they like me. That's part of it. But the real reason people come to me is because I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know what the hell is going on. I know that you got to go here. I know that you got to go there. Hey, I need some help with my transcript. Okay, let me give it a look. Boom, you should do this. That's it. That's it. I think too much of us are caught up on being cool. And that's also a part of reflecting. Are you in this field because you want to be cool? Let's be real. I'm going to keep it a milli in this whole shit. Are you doing this to fulfill some hole in your heart that you didn't get when you were younger? Let's talk about it. Are you doing this to go and become somebody that you've always wanted to be? These kids are not your friends. You should not be here trying to be liked. You should be here trying to teach. You should be here trying to be respected. You should be here trying to give wisdom and not to fucking fuel your ego. You need to check yourself. You need to check yourself. Think back. Maybe you had a teacher, the most strict teacher you could remember back in school. Like, damn, son, this person was a hard ass, or this lady was always on me. And then think about that individual after you grew up. Damn, son, that person really knew what the hell they were talking about. If you're in middle school, high school, college, they're young people. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to follow what their heart wants them to do. And your responsibility is to guide them, provide them direction, and get them to think. Do not push your agendas on them. Get them to reflect on the repercussions of their actions. Really ask them, do you think that's a good idea? When they tell you that they're about to do some dumb shit. Once the gears start turning, they'll be like, damn, maybe that's not such a good idea. And you know you're in a good spot when they start saying, what would you do in this situation? And then you can assert yourself. That's another aspect of this. Your job is to teach. Your job is to counsel. Your job is to advise. Your job is to mentor these young people. Why the hell are you talking so much? Seriously, why are you talking so much? Take a pause. You're supposed to be listening. These kids grow up being talked at their whole lives.